The new era of Colorado football started on August 1st, 2023. And today is August 2nd, 2023. This was the first day of actual training. And the new era of college football in Colorado started today under the Coach Prime era. So let's talk about it. Guys, please do me a favor. Before we get into this video, please give us a like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also hit the bell notification so you can get updated on my latest content as it drops. All of that will be greatly appreciated by me. All right, guys. So yeah, man, I'm excited about the start of training camp, and Coach Prime, he gets to showcase why he's such a great coach. He gets to showcase to the rest of the world now why he was successful at Jackson State. There's a lot of other things that made him successful at Jackson State. It wasn't just coaching. Yes, he's a great coach. He knows the game of football. He has excelled at the highest level. These are all the things that we know. But it's a whole dynamic to him coaching. And I wanted to play this excerpt of footage, and shout out to Well Off Media and Reach the People Media in the pregame show. And by the way, those links are in the description of this video, and also as well as the rest of the players. But why is Coach Prime a great coach? How does he get these people winning? Now, when he first started, let's just go back in history for a second. When he took over Jackson State, there was a complete roster overhaul. They're saying that this has never been done in college football before. Well, maybe it wasn't done to that magnitude at the Power 5 level, but in fact, it was done before. And on top of that, he started winning from the gate. I believe they only lost 4 games his first year. In the second year, he went undefeated. He lost in the bowl game. In the third year, in his final year at Jackson State, he went undefeated, but lost in the bowl game. Now, why did he go undefeated those 2 years? There's a method to his madness, and it's sports psychology. His speeches are everything. And let me just play an excerpt just to let you know, well, not to let you know. Some of you, if you know, you know. For people that's been following him at Jackson State, you already know. But take a look at this motivational speech right here.
I believe.
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 When you say that, I want you to say that with conviction, and I want you to understand why you say that. You can't say that just because I say that. You got to say that because you truly believe. What is belief? A belief is an idea you hold with conviction and importance. An idea you hold with conviction of importance. I say I believe. When I say I believe, I believe. I'm not playing. Ain't no hesitation, ain't no joke. It's real. It's genuine. It's authentic. Because I've been through trials and tribulations that I believe that it was going to be what it is, and it still is that today. And I believe. When I say we're going to win, why do I say it with the type of power and passion I say it with? Somebody answer that.
Urgency.
Because what?
Urgency.
Because there's a sense of urgency. I like that. Why else?
You believe.
Because I believe. Why else? Say it again. Because I'm confident. Why am I confident? Because the work I put in.
There's no other option.
There's no other option. I like all these. Guys, you all guys are on point today. Why else?
Pride.
Pride? I like it. Not only do I like it, I love it. A belief can derive from your experiences or experiments. Like the Bible says, thou shalt not kill. You believe that?
Yes, sir.
That's right. The Bible says, also teaches us this line is wrong. You believe that?
Yes, sir.
Also, we understand giving is better than receiving. You believe that?
Yes, sir.
But not all y'all believe that. Because not all y'all are in the situation that you could give. But most of you are in the situation that you've been receiving. But when you get into this situation, you start understanding that giving is far, far much better than receiving. Then the last one is that we all need love. Do you believe that?
Yes, sir.
Do you believe that?
Yes, sir.
Well, somebody in here that's heartbroken don't believe that. Someone in here that's going through it with their old lady really don't believe that. Someone in here that's arguing with their parents don't believe that. But I'm here to tell you that is true. But these is from our experiences. What else can we believe from our experiences? You believe once upon a time there was a tooth fairy, right? I ain't even teach my kids that. It's me putting that money up on the pillow. I ain't getting no tooth fairy my credit. That's me. All right, ain't that right, Shiloh? Told you a long time ago, who was Santa Claus?
You was.
Me. I ain't get no man coming out no chimney, my credit. I'll work my butt off and I'm gonna give him my credit. That's a lie. I'm Santa Claus. I worked my butt off. I did that. All right? And I'm not saying, ho, ho, ho. I'm coming in there, yo, yo, yo. Merry Christmas. I did this. I worked my butt off. Gonna give him my credit. You lost your mind. All right? So we understand what we believe by experiences or experiments, but we got to believe something. When I say I believe, I truly do. Because I love what we've gathered in this room. I love what we put together. I love the coaches along the wall and the coaches in the back. I love the coaching staff. I believe in them. When I say I believe, that means I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you.
Guys, just by him talking to the players, it's like he's tapping into them. Do you believe? Do you believe? It's not one thing to just say that. For you to just say you believe. You have to know it. And this is what's going to set them from the rest of the field in the Pac-12. When they face a team like USC, they have to believe that they can win that game. They have to go out and dominate the man in front of them. And in these speeches that he give, it's all for a purpose. He's working on their minds. I'm telling you right now, that finished product on September 2nd, when they face TCU in their first game, you're gonna see something. Those guys that's gonna go on the field, they're gonna be believers that they can beat anybody in the world. They don't have to be a USC. They don't have to be a Alabama. They got Coach Prime at the helm. I tell people he's the modern day Vince Lombardi. Just from his speeches get me motivated to stay focused in my life. That's how deep this is. Those players, they're gonna want to they're gonna want to go out and do everything for him. I saw a comment somebody said just from that speech alone, he's gonna have those players wanting to run through brick walls, and they're not lying. It's just the way. First of all, we already know just his resume alone, right? Just imagine how those young men feel having him talk to them. I'm telling you guys, that is half the battle right there. That is the method to his madness. I would like to say football is like 10% physical and the rest of the 90% is mental. You have to believe in every fiber of your body and every cell of your body that you're going to go out there and beat the team in front of you and dominate the man in front of you. This is the method to his madness. This is how he was so successful at Jackson State. Yes, he got the personnel in, because you could teach the X's and O's all day long, but you still have to have the right players on the field to execute. And at the start of training, he said, listen, we're only going to be out here for an hour. I need you to give it your all for that hour. And then each day, each week, he's going to intensify it, and he's going to increase the intensity. And he's going to increase the intensity until that first game against TCU. And then that finished product is going to be ready. And, it's always the first training camp, the first day of training camp. Nobody is going to be satisfied with their progress. And in fact, he said, I know some of you are not in shape for what I have in store for you. So we're only going to do this for an hour. But since we're going to do this for an hour, I need you to give it 100%. Guys, you're looking at a man that used to run back punts easily in the fourth quarter when everybody else is tired. So think about the amount of work that he put in the off season, the amount of dedication that he went into to approach this game to excel at the highest level. It takes something else. It's a mental thing. You have to block everything else out. I believe he said he never even drank alcohol before. You got the level of discipline that it takes to excel at that level. Not many people can do it, but he is the perfect person for this job to motivate these people. I was looking at Shedeur pass in practice. He already has it. He's already locked in. When you locked in, nothing else matters at that point. You have to be locked in when you're in practice. Every single play matters in practice. I remember Rock was telling a story. He had went to an offensive line training, and they had learned a lot of things from their offensive line meeting. And one of the offensive line one of the great offensive linemen told him that even if you're doing walkthroughs, you have to dominate in your walkthroughs. You have to stay in front of your man in your walkthroughs. Everything is a purpose. And we're starting to see, I'm glad that Coach Prime took this job, because now people can start to see why he's a great coach on center stage now in the Power 5. His speeches alone get them motivated. And that is the secret. It is 100% competition in these practices. Everybody is playing for a starting position. The stakes are high. He said a lot of people want to get to the next level. It's that serious. The competition is going to be that fierce. There's a lot riding on this season. There's some players there. I think Xavier Weaver said that this is his only year of eligibility left. And I heard that Jimmy Horn, I was watching another podcast, DNVR, they were actually there. They said that Jimmy Horn name was being praised today. And I like at the end, Coach Prime said, I need all the coaches to grade their units. And the tight end coach, he gave his unit an A. So that means they really brought it today in practice. That means they gave it 100%. To get an A? To get an A from the gate? That means that they were 100% locked in. Like when he say, I need you to give it your all, at the end of practice, they should not have nothing left on the table. They should not have any more gas left. And this type of motivation is what is going to get this team to the next level. He's going to make all of these men that's on the field that's playing, these young men, he's going to make them in their mind believe that they can beat anybody that's in front of them. And this is how they're going to win games this year. They're going to win some games this year because of that mentality. You got to have that mentality. It's the winner's mentality. And if I'm a betting man, all of the football players that's in the Hall of Fame, they all had that same mentality. And then on top of it, he brought people in. And Westbrook, he brought Westbrook in, and he played at Colorado. And he said, I think he was the 4th player taken in his draft. You know that by him being there, if I was a wide receiver, you know I'll be picking his brain, right? I have to be picking his brain if I'm a wide receiver. Even if I'm a tight end, I need to be picking Westbrook's brain. I have to be picking his brain. I hope he bring Warren Sapp in. Just think about the mentality of Warren Sapp. He was relentless on every single play. He gave the opponent 60 minutes of hell. There was nothing but chaos in those trenches when Warren Sapp was there, number 99. It was nothing but hell, 60 minutes. And Coach Prime in the secondary, he gave him 60 minutes of hell because you never knew when he was going to run one back. I'm telling you, it could be the 4th quarter and he could run a punt back. That's how great of shape he was in. And he was in world-class shape. And that's where he want these players. He want them in world-class shape. And that's the only way they're going to get to the next level. And you can literally get to the next level through hard work. And it's in every facet of life. You gotta put the grind in. There is no substitute for hard work. And I'm excited for this first practice. And like I said before, Well Off Media, Reach the People Media, and the pregame show, they give us a taste so we feel like we're with the team. I know that they were going to do this. I remember them at Jackson State. So I already know how the program is going to go. We're going to get a lot of behind the scenes footage to feel like we're with that team leading up to the TCU game. That TCU game is very important. Even Coach Prime in his introductory speech, he brought up TCU. How are you going to beat TCU? You got to believe. It's not good enough to say you believe. You got to know it. You got to know it. And it's something, it's an individual thing between the players. It's between their eyes. They got to know it. And once they know it, once they 100% know it, guys, they can beat anybody on the planet. I don't care what type of team it is. They can literally beat anybody on the planet at that point. And this is not the same team from last year. He also brought that up as well. This is not the same team that was 1-11. Some of these people that's in the building, they weren't on that 1-11 team. This is a new face here. They have speed on that team. I call them Speed University. They got a few players on that team that runs a 4-3, 4-4, 4-5. And I'm excited, man. I really am. I'm excited about this. And shout out to the players. They're getting world-class coaching right now from a world-class individual. I mean, you're looking at somebody that excelled in 2 sports. What type of discipline you think he had to have possessed to be able to do that? He had to cut a lot of things out of his life, didn't he? But it's in any facet of life. You have to be disciplined and you have to go for it because nobody's going to give it to you. But he's going to continue to increase the intensity in training camp leading up to that first game. And it's something to see, guys. Drop your comments below. Let me know how you feel. All right, guys, until next video, take care. Thanks for watching, guys. But before you go, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Also hit the bell notification so you can get updated on my latest content as it drops. If you have any video ideas, feel free to leave a comment below. Take care.